Hello and welcome to today's NinjaTrader ecosystem event, Top 10 Ways to Improve Your Trading Each Day. My name is Thomas and I'm a platform representative here at NinjaTrader. Now, before we start the webinar, I have a few housekeeping notes. Now, this webinar is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is the technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader trading software. Brokerage-related questions should be directed to the NinjaTrader brokerage team using the phone number or email on the screen. And if you are new to NinjaTrader, please make sure you sign up for a free NinjaTrader account, which includes access to 14 days of complimentary real-time market data. Our platform is always free for advanced charting, strategy backtesting, and trade simulation. You can create your free account by clicking the following link on the screen and then clicking Get Started under the Welcome section. And before I turn the mic over to Steve, it is important to understand that futures, foreign currency, and options trading contain substantial risk and is not suitable for every investor. It is possible to lose all or more than one's initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And please remember that these trading webinars are not a solicitation or recommendation, but simply educational in nature. And I want to thank you again for joining us today. And without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader webinar, Steve. Take it away, Steve.
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate that. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. This afternoon, what we're really going to cover is how you can evolve as a trader. I've been trading for many years, and I can tell you that my goal is to become a better trader with each day. So hopefully we'll show you some ways of doing that. Trading is really about having the proper mindset, proper skill set, and the proper tool set. We're going to talk about all those areas today. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, and this will be recorded. So if you would like a copy of it after we're done, you certainly can get a copy. All right, so another way of titling this webinar would be all the things I wish I had known before I started trading. Actually, I started trading before NinjaTrader was really had this kind of product that they have today. In fact, I do have to compliment NinjaTrader. If you already have NinjaTrader, congratulations, because I think it's probably the very best futures trading platform out there. If you don't have NinjaTrader, be sure and download it and install it. All right, so today, if you send your email to support@NaviTrader.com, we're also going to provide you with 8 trader tools. We call them gifts, but essentially they're tools that will hopefully help you with your trading. So just send an email to support@NaviTrader.com. Also, we will have a live session tomorrow morning. So if you send your email, you will be invited to that live session tomorrow morning. That will be at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Also, for those people in the webinar right now, or if you're listening to this when it's recorded on YouTube, make sure that you listen toward the end, because I'm going to share with you the 2 of the most frequently asked questions I get. Okay, so 2 of the most frequently asked questions I get. I'll give you the answer to those questions. All right, so let's get started with how to improve your trading. And let me just mention too, this is not meant to be a lecture. I'm just telling you what works for me. And I've also worked with hundreds of traders over the years. And I just know what tends to work and what tends to not work. Believe me, I've tried a lot of different things. So first thing is trade with the trend. These charts that you're looking at right now are our trend indicator charts. You can see they are color coded. What we've done is actually automated the signals on the screen. So you can see the green arrows for an up move and the magenta arrow for a down move. All right, so I'm going to kind of go over how to use these charts as we go along here today too. So a major thing is trade with the trend. Now today for the most part in the S&P futures, we had a big move down. We had the PPI report this morning, and it sounded like inflation was a little stronger than we were hoping for. So the market decided to sell off for the most part today, but there were actually trades in both directions. All right, so don't try to trade against the trend. There's some days where the market will trend up or down the entire day. Now, how many people have traded trying to go short only to see at the end of the day the market was in a big uptrend? So I think we probably are all done that a time or two. So trade with the trend. Essentially, you need to put your biases aside. You want what the market wants. If the market wants to go up, you want to be in long positions or be flat. If the market's wanting to go down, be short or flat. Today, the majority of the moves today were on the downside, although at the end of the day, we did get a bounce back to the upside. All right, so another thing I do is I don't over leverage. It's kind of a funny thing, and in fact, I've heard other traders say the same thing. I was in a training session one time with Linda Raschke, and she mentioned that anytime you're over leveraged, the market seems to figure that out. All right, so usually when you're over leveraged, those are the trades that don't work. So here's kind of a fairly conservative rule that you can follow. I suggest limiting your risk on a trade to 1 to 2% of your trading capital on a single trade. And of course, the way you can calculate that is if you're trading a $100,000 account, 1% would be $1,000. $10,000 account, 1% would be 100, and $1,000 account, $10. Now, fortunately, today we do have trading vehicles that will accommodate all these different risk levels. For example, now we do have the micro futures, which I think are very well suited to people that are trading smaller accounts. All right, so here's an example. If you're trading a $10,000 account, if you're using a 2-point stop on the E-mini, that would be $100 risk per trade. So if you're taking a 1% risk, you'd be trading one contract with a $10,000 account. Again, kind of a conservative approach, but I think at the end of the day, you're going to find that being a little more conservative is going to be good in terms of protecting your capital. The other thing I recommend is using stops. A big part of trading is discipline. All right, so one way that you can enforce discipline is to use stops. Okay, so protective stops. We'll talk more about stops as we go along and how to set stops. All right, so the big thing in trading or in life in general is try to control what you can control. All right, so control what you can control. There's so many things in this world, trading and otherwise, that you cannot control. So don't worry about things you can't control. Worry about what you can control. All right, so with the NinjaTrader platform, for setting stops, you're going to be using the ATM strategies. And in the ATM strategies where you set your stops, typically in terms of ticks, in terms of the stop loss and profit targets. So this is an example of setting those parameters. So using a 4-tick stop with a 12-tick profit target, you can see if you had, for example, if you had 40% winning trades and 60% losing trades, you're still going to have a positive expectancy. All right, so expectancy is really just a calculation that we do just to see if you have a mathematical probability of success in your trading, which is very important. All right, so another thing I recommend with your trading is have a written plan and stick to it. I'm a pilot, so all pilots use a checklist. And of course, why do we use a checklist as a pilot? Well, we use a checklist because it enforces discipline. You can do the same thing in your trading. Just take a look at your trading plan. In fact, here's an example of a trading plan. And I'm not going to read this trading plan to you. Like I said, this will be recorded. We can send out a copy of the recording, or I believe NinjaTrader will have it on YouTube within a matter of a few days, typically. So you can take a look at this trading plan and just pull out parts of it that you want to use or don't use. But it gives you kind of a good template for your trading plan. So there's 2 pages here. Again, I'm not going to read this. We don't have time to cover all this today. But essentially, it just covers all the different critical components of your trading plan. All right, so I mentioned earlier about trading with the trend. With our trend indicator charts, you can see we put the automated signals right on the chart. This is an E-mini chart. We call these charts trend indicators, and the trend indicators are made up of 8 different indicators, but there's really only about 2 indicators that you really need: the price bars, and the NaviPM indicator will show you the price direction and the automated signals. By the way, if you do have questions today, be sure and type them into the question area. We'll try to cover those as we go along. All right, so trade with the trend. Again, here's our automated signals. This is a volume chart. All of our charts run in a NinjaTrader platform, and you can use any chart type that's supported by NinjaTrader. This is an example of a volume chart. All right, next thing is control your emotions. And that's really where your trading plan comes in. I know sometimes I will be looking at a chart, maybe it's at 3 in the morning or 5 in the morning or whatever. And if my trading plan doesn't call for trading at 3 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I just don't take the trade, even though it may be an okay setup. So your trading plan will help you to enforce your own discipline. All right, so again, we talked about expectancy, and here's a formula that you can follow for expectancy. You take your winning percentage, your percent of winning traders times your average win size. That's going to give you a quantity. You take your loss percentage of losing trades times your average loss size. That'll give you a quantity. Subtract the second quantity from the first. If you come out with a positive number, that means you got a positive expectancy. All right, so just like anything else in life, if you fail to plan, then you're kind of planning to fail. So it's important to work through this expectancy calculation. All right, so part of your trading plan, or at least part of my trading plan, is to trade based on quality decisions. So here you can see we had a buy signal followed by a sell signal. Again, this is on a volume chart. This is on the E-mini. All right, so when we went through that expectancy calculation, if you really interpret it mathematically, what it's telling you is you need to let your winners run. One thing that a lot of people don't like to talk about is the fact that you are going to have some losing trades. All right, so losing trades are a fact of life in trading. All right, so what you want are small losses and larger gains. Now here you can see we had a big move up, followed by a move down. All right, so 55-point move up, 70-point move down. That's on the NASDAQ. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my own trading too. I don't necessarily take the entire move. Okay, so you don't really need to. And you don't have to get into the trade exactly when we get the signal. You can get into a trade on these moves down, for example, or up. You can get into the trade really anywhere in that move. So it's not that crucial that you get in exactly when that signal comes up. All right, so one thing I like to do at the end of every day, or actually even during the day, is kind of think about my trading and try to determine, what could I have done better? And I've been trading for a long time, and I'll tell you that while I'm doing okay with my trading, every day there's going to be a lot of trades that I don't take for several reasons. One would be maybe I'm running a webinar at the time, or maybe I've already hit my trading goals for the day. So I don't necessarily take every trade. You don't have to. Part of it goes back to your own personal goals. What is your goal? Do you want to be trading for an hour a day? Do you want to be trading for 4 hours a day? It really depends on the lifestyle that you're looking for in your trading. So that's another thing you can incorporate into your plan. What's your overall goal? All right, so just like everything else in life, just kind of reflect on what you could do better. And just like maybe professional quarterback in the football team. For example, Tom Brady was a quarterback for a long time, and I know that he still, until the very last game that he played, he kept trying to get better. Well, it's the same thing you should try to do as a trader. All right, so best thing to do is keep some records. You know, why you got into a trade, why you got out, what kind of market conditions you had, what kind of setup that caused you to take the trade, and so on. So trading is really an evolutionary type process. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to go from being a losing trader to a monumental winning trader overnight. Okay, so it's really something you have to keep working on and improving. Now, one of the goals we have here at NaviTrader for our members is to try to shorten that learning curve and get you to profitability a lot faster, or if you're already profitable, to try to help you improve your trading. All right, so like I said, review each day of trading, see where you can improve. And like I said, even let's say you get to the end of the day and you saw, let's say, a ton of trades that you could have taken that you didn't. That's okay. If you hit your trading goals for the day, then that's perfectly fine. So you don't have to take every trade. All right, so one of the things that's going to determine how well you do as you're trading really has to do with your skill set. Here at NaviTrader, we help you to improve all three major areas of trading: your mindset, your skill set, and your tool set. But a lot of it's going to be up to you as well. You know, we can't do everything for a trader. I've worked with hundreds of traders over the years, and I've had people say, well, I bought this indicator and it didn't work for me. Well, please don't put the whole burden on an indicator. Part of the burden is on you. There's going to be even the best of indicators, if not used correctly, will not help you. All right, so the better your skill set, the better the outcome, just like anything else in life. All right, so let's talk about focusing. All right, so one thing I recommend is don't try to trade when you're distracted. Maybe there are personal things going on for you at a certain time or whatever. Just try to trade when you're most focused. Now, one thing you can do if you really have this urge to trade and you're not focused, but always you can trade in simulation mode. Now, the NinjaTrader platform is a phenomenally great platform for trading in simulation. It will give you a very good read on how well you would have traded in live trading. So trade in simulation mode. And when times I recommend trading in simulation mode is until you're profitable for at least 1 month. Let's say you've not been making money, trade in sim for at least a month. Anytime you're not familiar with a new instrument, let's say you want to trade gold or you want to trade the euro, for example, trade it in sim mode till you get familiar with it in terms of how it trades and the tick values and everything about it. Trade in simulation mode anytime you're not focused, just before and after major news events. Maybe you just want to test the market. In fact, a lot of times I'll go into a trade in sim mode. If the trade's working, then that's a clue that you probably want to go in live. Again, if that's part of your trading plan. Trade in simulation mode if you're emotionally upset. All right, so like I said, the NinjaTrader platform is great for simulation. All right, so set some goals for what you want to accomplish in your trading, daily, weekly, monthly. The daily thing helps me a lot too, because, for example, let's say I've got a certain dollar goal for the day. If I've hit that goal, I try to be very disciplined and quit trading. All right, so with your goals, of course, whether it's trading or anything else in your life, just write down why you want to accomplish it, what those goals could mean for you personally. All right, so my own personal goals are really essentially be able to do whatever I want and have the money to do it. I mean, it's a very simple goal. All right, so, and one thing I'll mention too is no goal is wrong. Whatever your goal is, that's fine. That's what your goal should be. Everybody has a different viewpoint on what they can do to live the ideal lifestyle. All right, so with my trading, I try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm going to show you that as we go along here. Also with trading, I don't try to predict. I try to react. Okay, our trend indicator charts do a great job of showing you market direction. So I look at the charts, and whatever they're telling me, I react to that chart. All right, so the tools I'm about to show you today have actually taught me to be a better trader. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that one of the things I was going to cover was the two most frequently asked questions I get from people. Probably the most frequently asked question I get is, how do I stay out of a choppy market? All right, so what I like to do, these charts that you're looking at here are our trend indicator charts, and each one of these price bars we call Navi bars. All right, so if we get at least 4 of these bars together in the same color, that means I've got, I'm not in a sideways market, okay? So 4 bars in the same color together. You can see a period that I've highlighted where we did not have that. So then the next thing you want to do is wait for the market to break out of that choppy market and then get at least 4 bars, either up or down, it doesn't matter. And then typically after you break out of that choppy section, you're going to get a chart like this where we get more volatility. And again, these are the trend indicator charts. This is actually 1 day of trades on the E-mini. All right, so that was my that was probably the most frequently asked question I get is, how do we avoid choppy markets? The main thing is make sure you've got adequate volatility in the market before you jump into a trade. The next question I get from people is, how do I set stops? Okay, so with stops, I recommend what you really need to do is drill down on your charts to a very short time frame. For example, this is actually a 20-second chart. And you can see overall the market was in an uptrend on this chart. But you'll see that in an uptrending chart, you want to wait for these minor pullbacks. Again, this is just on a 20-second chart. So wait for the minor pullbacks on the chart, put your stops just below the pullbacks. If you put stops tighter than that, you're essentially waiting to get stopped out. All right, so stops on an uptrend, just wait for a downside pullback on in a short trade, like we had a lot of down movement today for the most part. You want to wait for the market to make a slight upside retracement, put your stops above that upside retracement. All right, so with our charts, what we've done is built an algorithmic system into our charts for market direction, trade setups, and trade management. Okay, now this chart here is a standard candlestick type chart. And what I'll show you now are our trend indicator charts. This is actually a time-lapse video of an E-mini trade where the market moved up. And you can see here we're using the automated trailing stops. With the NinjaTrader platform, you can attach an order to an indicator. So in an up move, you're attaching a trailing sell stop order. All right, so you can see there we came up and use that trailing stop on the trade. All right, so that's a automated buy signal, and use the automated trailing stop. So you can see you can semi-automate your trades. You know, here's a trade where we had the NaviTrader chart on the right, and at the same time, we've got a 20-second chart on the left. All right, so here we're using both those charts together. As you can see, the 20-second chart, we're moving up. The right chart is the Renko chart moving up. All right, so that's, again, that's using both charts together, a 20-second chart along with the Renko chart. All right, so here you can see we're making a little bit of a pullback. Market consolidated on that pullback and it's continuing to go higher. All right, so here on that trade, we had an 18.25 point trade on the exit. All right, so another thing you can do with your trading is you can take the consolidations that occur in the market and put buy and sell stop orders above and below these consolidations. Now with the NinjaTrader platform, you can set up an OCO order. All right, OCO order. OCO just stands for one cancels the other. So you set the chart up, you set the orders up as a buy stop above consolidation and a sell stop below consolidation, and let the market break up or down out of that consolidation. All right, so here's an example where we're going to put a buy stop and a sell stop in. Now, when you do this, you do it from the chart trader panel in NinjaTrader. And we put in a buy stop order here. Adjust the buy stop where we want it, just above consolidation. Now, when you do this, you need to reselect an ATM strategy. And then put in your sell stop order. All right, so now we place the buy and sell stop orders above and below consolidation. And now we're just waiting for the market to break out. We do have to uncheck that OCO check mark in chart trader. Okay, so the market just broke to the upside out of consolidation. All right, so the green line up above is the profit target. I see some questions in the room. I see one question about, do I trade for a set amount of money daily? Yes, I do. I actually trade several different accounts, and I'll set a profit goal on each account. Okay, so here we came up and hit that profit target. So this is an example of using an OCO order and just waiting for the breakout. You know, this is a chart. This is after the, I think it was the last Fed announcement. This is our trend indicator charts after the last Fed announcement. Okay, so we know that after this Fed announcement, the markets make some pretty big moves in both directions. So that's the last Fed announcement. All right, so this is a chart. This is using a volume chart in the NinjaTrader platform. Like I said, everything we do here runs in NinjaTrader. Here's a Renko chart. Move up on the E-mini. Using these setups too, we usually have moves of 10 or more points on the E-mini. You know, I mentioned using a short-term chart. Here's a 20-second chart. This is on the NASDAQ. Okay, so a 20-second chart on the NASDAQ. All right, so again, essentially with trading, you want to find patterns that repeat themselves over and over again. And like I said, a big part of trading is really mindset. That's something that we all have to work on. And I would say that probably our biggest impediment in trading is really ourselves. So you really have to try to get rid of any limiting beliefs that you've got. And all right, so here's an example of the one thing I was talking about earlier. This is actually one of my favorite. In fact, I had a call from one of my customers a few minutes ago. He said, what's one of my favorite trade setups? This is actually an example of it right here. You can see on the chart, we've got green bars, we've got red bars, but there's also a gold frame bar. And we break above those gold frame bars or below the gold frame bars, we usually get a move of 10 or more points on the E-mini. All right, so 10 or more points. This is another example here. You can see the consolidation bars are the bars with the gold frame. 20-point move down, 10-point move up above consolidation, another 10-point move up. The thing I like about this too is if I know I've got typically 10 points or more, it gives me a lot better idea in terms of setting profit targets on my trade. All right, so here's an example where we're automating the entry just by attaching a trailing buy stop to that red line on the screen. That red line is the NaviPM indicator line. It's one of our indicators. I see a question about how do we set the trailing stop for it to follow the runner. Actually, we're going to do a live session tomorrow morning, so if you can join us for that, I'll be glad to show you that with live charts. Okay, so we'll go over that tomorrow morning. It'll be 10 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So for everyone who sends an email to support@NaviTrader.com, we will be sure to invite you to that 10 o'clock session tomorrow. All right, so here's where we attached a trailing buy stop to this red line. That put us into a long trade, and then we came up and just hit the trailings and hit the profit target. So again, with your trading, here you can see our automated signals. All right, so I'm going to go through right now the tools that we provide our members. The top chart here is one of our trend indicator charts. The bottom one is just kind of a standard candlestick chart. All right, so our price bars are called Navi bars. Okay, so the Navi bars are an indicator. So one of our indicators is actually the price bars, the Navi bars. Okay, the Navi PM indicator is the red line above the price bars or the green line below the price bars. That's the Navi PM indicator line. That is adjustable and can be used on any chart. So if you're using Renko charts or minute-based charts or range charts, whatever you want to use, you can use that Navi PM indicator with it. We also have an ATR stop. The ATR stop is going to work similarly to the Navi PM indicator. Some of our customers like this one better. Some people like the Navi PM indicator better. Now the automator is going to give you the automated buy and sell signals on the screen. Magenta arrow is a sell, green arrow is a buy. And then there's a NaviTrend high-low indicator, which is our own proprietary oscillator. And also we have an indicator called Big Mo, which stands for momentum. The Big Mo is going to put green dots on the screen when we've got up momentum and red dots for down momentum. Typically, markets will trade in the direction of momentum. And then finally, we've got the velocity channel, which is the blue lines above and below the price area. And remember, we talked about setting stops. You can see typically if we were in an uptrending chart, we get these pullbacks near that lower blue line, and we see evidence of the market moving back up. We can put stops just below the pullback. We also have a Navi relative ATR indicator, which is going to give you a heads up really when the market's likely to break out. And we look for that indicator to be down near the lower end of the range. And typically when we see that happen, we will see a breakout either up or down. We also have our Trade Finder. The Trade Finder does monitor a number of different technical indicators that we've developed. And you can see if everything is red, then we've likely got a downtrending market. If they're all green, likely uptrending market. All right, so whenever we get the automated signals, I mentioned earlier, those will show up in the alerts window, which is part of the NinjaTrader platform. Now the alerts are generated by our indicators. So you can see we had this magenta arrow, we get a sell signal, green arrow, we get a buy signal. All right, so let me just kind of cover what we offer here at NaviTrader. And again, if anyone has questions, I see a question about, can you please tell me how to join the live tomorrow? The way that you can join the live session tomorrow is by sending an email to support@NaviTrader.com, support@NaviTrader.com. Also, for everyone sending an email, we will provide you with those trader gifts. I'll kind of cover those in a few minutes. All right, so when you become a NaviTrader member, what we do is once your order is complete, we send out an email. It will have a link that you can click on. It will install our charts and indicators into the NinjaTrader platform. You do have to have the NinjaTrader desktop version. NinjaTrader desktop version. All right, so when people become a member, we actually attach to your computer with your permission, of course, and set up your entire chart workspace. I'll set it up the exact same way that I trade every day. All right, so we do that personal one-on-one session to help you get set up. Now, as a NaviTrader member, you're going to get unlimited support for the entire 2 year of your membership. We also provide you support via 800 phone line and email. You'll also get over 60 hours of member training videos. You can watch that at your own convenience. All right, so we also have a live market training room. Now, for the people that become members today, we're going to provide you with a 2-month 2 months in our live market training room. It's open from 9:15 Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So 9:15 Eastern to 11:15 or 11 o'clock Eastern, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, so our membership, we try to keep it extremely affordable. Actually cost you less than a cup of coffee or less than one commission on one e-mini trade per day. So very affordable. All right, so for everyone in our session today, you're going to get 2 years of our trend indicators, which are the 8 indicators I mentioned earlier. You get 2 years of the automated setups, 2 years of the Trade Finder market analyzer. You'll get 2 months in our member room, which is the live market training room, 9:15 to 11. You get a one-on-one personal mentoring session and setting up your complete chart workspace. Also, by the way, we can set up on up to 2 of your own personal computers. A lot of people have several computers. And you get 2 years of unlimited online support. And also, you can also, it doesn't have to be online, so you can call us with questions. We do actually answer the phone here at NaviTrader. All right, for the first 20 signups today, we're going to provide to you the Futures Training Mastery course. This is a course that I've recently developed, and my goal with this course is to make it the very best training, e-mini training course I possibly could provide. All right, so for the first 20 members, you're going to get the Futures Trading Mastery course. That course kind of focuses a lot on the e-mini. However, it will really help you no matter what you're trading. All right, so really all the principles that are taught in it can be applied to any market. So first 20 new members will get this Futures Trading Mastery course. Now for today, we're offering a 50% off special, $26.77 for the full 2 years. Our first 20 people, we're going to provide a $200 coupon to use toward today's special webinar. So send an email. Actually, I'll extend that to everyone who sends an email today. Send an email to support@navitrader.com. We're going to provide a $200 coupon. So that would bring it down to $24.77 for the full 2 years. Like I said, it comes out to about 1 e-mini commission per day. Okay, so I see some questions in the room. I will try to get to those too just a second. All right, so for everyone who sends an email today too, send the email to support@navitrader.com. We've got 7 amazing tools here. First one is 6 key factors for superior strategic trading. Second one is how to design a dynamic results-oriented trading plan. Next one is critical steps to take before, during, and after entering a trade, like a checklist. Next one is a risk guide to help you develop your risk management plan. 5-point plan for achieving your goals. And then we've got 40 hours of trader videos on charts, setups, entry, exit, etc. So 40 hours of videos that you'll get as part of this just by sending your email to support@NaviTrader.com. Also, you get complimentary attendance link to our live market session, which will be tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern. All right, so let me just go ahead and take a look at some questions here. Let's see. I see a question. Do we get the opportunity to do one-on-ones with a coach? Yes, absolutely. As I said before, you actually have 2 years of unlimited support. So it doesn't matter what kind of chart you're using. We will be more than happy to provide support. I see a question. If I work full-time doing sales, but I'm able to trade from 8 to 11, how much time would you recommend we would be able to invest to get the most value out of what's offered? Actually, if you can trade from 8 to 11, that's perfect. 8 to 11 is a really good time to trade. You really, like I said, a lot of times, in fact, most days, I will accomplish what I want to do in the morning. See a question, how long is your average trade? Usually, I would say the longest we're in a trade is usually, I'd say about a half hour, typically. Sometimes very short. Sometimes we're in and out very quickly. Really depends on the trade. By the way, too, whether you're trading kind of a swing trading method or scalp trading, whatever style of trading that you happen to want to do, we cover those in our membership. We'll show you how to do any type of trading style that you think that you want to do. All right, so we did post a link or showed you the email. If you send that email to support@NaviTrader.com, we'll make sure you get all those gifts. See a question, what's your privacy policy? We absolutely do not share your email with anyone else, so no problem there. Make sure I've got, okay, so see people asking about how to join tomorrow. Like I said, if you send an email to support@NaviTrader.com, we'll make sure you get invited to tomorrow's session. Now, for anyone listening that wants a copy of the recording, we can provide that, or I believe it will be on YouTube. Usually within a few days, you can watch that as well. And as far as setting up the trailing stops, I'll show you how to do that tomorrow in the live session. Or if you can't attend the live session tomorrow, just give me a call. We'll be glad to walk you through that on the phone. I think we answered most of these questions. See a question about, is a 4-tick stop realistic? Usually a 4-tick stop is going to be pretty tight. Well, like I said, I tried to show you what you can do in terms of setting stops. There are ways that you can fine-tune your entries that we do train on how to do that, and that will help you to set fairly tight stops. So yeah, 4 ticks is pretty tight. All right, so I think we have covered most of the questions. With that, let me turn it back over to Thomas, and I want to give a big thank you to NinjaTrader for providing this platform to do this today. And also want to compliment NinjaTrader on doing a fantastic job of supporting their customers, which is something that we believe in here at NaviTrader as well. Also, I want to thank everyone for your positive comments and questions. Everyone have a great day. And if you want to contact us for any reason here at NaviTrader, just give us a call or send an email to support@NaviTrader.com. Again, thanks for joining us today.
All right. Well, thank you again to Steve for taking the time to share with us today. If you enjoyed today's session, we hope you will join us in future webinars. Follow us on social media for more information about upcoming alerts, about upcoming events, and other NinjaTrader ecosystem news. We would like to remind you that the information provided was that of NaviTrader and not of NinjaTrader. All information was provided for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Enjoy the rest of your day. We hope to see you in future webinars. Happy trading from all of us here at the NinjaTrader ecosystem.